Hello and welcome to Rathod's IAS. Today in this video, we are going to see how to frame an answer for a current affairs based question. So which is the topic that we are going to take today? So we are going to take about persons with disabilities. So there are a number of news articles that you can see in newspaper regarding this persons with disabilities. So there is a high chance of getting question regarding this persons with disabilities in your GS paper 2 mains. So let's get started, and I am Ashasti, IAS mentor from Rathod's IAS Academy. So let us see the question first. So I hope you can see this question on the screen. That is, persons with disabilities represent an integral part of our diverse society. Yet they continue to face multifaceted challenges in various domains. Discuss. Also suggest measures to address such challenges. So there is one statement given. So what is that statement? Statement is, persons with disabilities represent an integral part of our diverse society. Yet they continue to face multifaceted challenges in various domains. That means in various fields. So what is the first part of the question? So first you have to address what are the challenges. So what are the challenges faced by persons with disabilities? And next one is, you have to suggest some measures. So the key word here is discuss. Discuss means whatever you know you can write. But here they asked especially you have to address, the first one is challenges. And second one is you have to address measures. So let us try to frame an answer in IBC format as we usually do. So in introduction you can write about what exactly is persons with disabilities. So first one is you can write exactly what is the meaning of persons with disabilities. And the second way of introduction is you can write about data. So what data? Data regarding persons with disabilities present in India. Because in our society, men, women, children, elderly people, so they form society, and even these persons with disabilities, they are also the part of our society. And if you say data, we have the significant amount of this persons with disabilities are present. So because of this, Government of India have the responsibility for the empowerment of these people also. So you are future bureaucrats, right? So you need to also have some empathy towards these people, and you need to come up with some measures for the development and for the empowerment of these persons with these disabilities. So you have to collect the data based on the recent census. So as of now we do not have this 2021 census data. So because of this, you can use 2011 census data, or else you can use what exactly the definition of this PWD means. So in this way you can write introduction in these two ways. And you can also write about any act which is present in our country. Yes, we have one act which protects this persons with disabilities. So you can also write about that act in introduction. So in these three ways you can write introduction. So in body we have two sub-questions. So first sub-question is, you have to write what are the challenges. Okay, so in the sub-question you have to write about challenges. And in the second sub-question you can write about directly what are the measures. So what are the measures that can be taken to address those challenges. And in conclusion you can conclude by summing up of important points that you wrote in the body. Because you are already writing here measures or the way forward. So there is no chance of writing way forward again in conclusion, so that you can conclude with a positive note. So this is the structure to frame an answer for this question especially. So now let us try to see the modal answer. So what are the points that you can write? Okay. So this is the modal answer for the question. So the question is regarding this persons with disabilities itself. So introduction, as I said, you can write the definition of this persons with disabilities. So according to United Nations Convention on Rights of Persons with Disabilities, So one thing you have to keep in your mind is, so whenever you are giving any definition, so try to give the authenticated definition. Okay, try to give the authenticated definition. That means according to WHO or according to WTO or according to IMF. Okay, so according to one organization. So here we are taking United Nations Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities. So this organization which is defining about this persons with disabilities. So according to this United Nations Convention on Rights of Persons with Disabilities, it defines persons with disabilities include those who have long-term physical, mental, intellectual or sensory impairments. So those people, they are having physical, mental, intellectual, sensory impairments which in interaction with various barriers that may hinder their full and effective participation in society. So because of this disability, so these people, they cannot participate either fully or at least there is no effective participation in the society on equal basis with others. If you are comparing with others, so this physically challenged people, they will be not actively participating in the society. So this is the definition according to United Nations Convention on the Rights of the Persons with Disabilities. So what are the challenges? And I said that you can also write data, right? So I also included data. According to 2011 census, there were about 26.8 million persons with disabilities. And how much percentage they contribute? They contribute about 2.21 percentage. And if we get this 2021 data, you have to update this data with this 2021 data, okay? And this number will be going to change absolutely. So what are the challenges? So whenever you are writing body, so keep two things in your mind, that is you have to use side headings to address the sub questions. So first sub question is asking about challenges. So challenges which are faced by these people with disability. So you can get a question like, how can we use side heading? So I'm not that much know about the keywords, or that much I don't know to use the different words. So there is nothing like you have to use extreme or extraordinary words here. So try to pick up the words from the questions itself. So it is talking about challenges in various domains. So here you can write side heading like challenges faced by persons with disabilities in various domains, like that, okay? So the first and the foremost thing here is there is limited access to the education, because these people, they need different infrastructure. For example, if the blind people means they need the books with the other script, right? Braille script, that will be not available normally. And even people with hearing disabilities, so they need the hearing aids. So they may not have this hearing aids to access education. So here these people, they are having lack of inclusive infrastructure. So there will be no trained teachers and there is no suitable learning materials. So because of this, there is lack of access to education for these people. And you can also add data like according to this 2021 census, so literacy rate in this PWD, that is persons with disabilities, it is 52%. But if you see the normally we have 74%. That means in this people there is a very low literacy rate that is seen because of lack of access to education. And even unemployment rate and underemployment is also very high, because especially in this job market we can see there is discrimination against this people who are facing with these disabilities. So because of this, unemployment rate will be high normally. And next one is there is inadequate health care and rehabilitation services also for these people. So because of this, there will be these people, they cannot access specialized health care and rehabilitation services as well. And even in the society also, they face lot of stigma and discrimination. And you can write the data, that data you can get easily from 2011 census. And even if they want to move to public places also, there will be lack of infrastructure, because if they want to go to temples, in temples normally we will be having steps. So these steps cannot be used by the people who are having leg disability, right? So they need ramps, but sometimes there will be lack of ramps and elevators will not be there. So because of this, accessible to this transportation is also one important task. So because of this, it will restrict the mobility of these people, and there will be inadequate legal protection also. So even though we have this act, that is Rights of Persons with Disabilities Act of 2016, so there is no proper effective implementation of this act. So this is also one challenge. So these are the challenges. So what are the measures can be taken? So we have to make education inclusive. So what are the challenges are there? So we have to give the positive note on that challenges. That will become our measures. So this is the one easy way, right? So we have to make education inclusive. So we have to train teachers, we have to train education staff, we have to come up with using of technologies, and we can come up with diverse learning modes. For example, we have to implement this act, that is Persons with Disabilities Act, properly, and we have to provide employment opportunities. So whenever there is a government notifications or government jobs, so there should be special quota should be reserved for these people, right? So we have to enforce strict anti-discrimination laws and policies in the job market, so that we can encourage these people to get employment opportunities. And next one is we have to focus on healthcare services and rehabilitation services. So we have to promote community-based rehabilitation programs, and we have to go for community awareness and sensitization of people to decrease discrimination in the society. And apart from that, we have to go for having the access to the infrastructure. We have to ensure that all public places, including transportation, buildings, recreational areas, parks, they have to be accessible for these people. And we have to come up with universal design programs. We have to go for incorporation of ramps, elevators, okay, visual and audio aids in public facilities, so that we can enhance the accessibility of these public spaces for these persons with disabilities. And even we can also focus on accessible information communication purpose as well. And we can go for strengthening of legal protection, like, so we have to go for effective implementation and enforcement of this Right of Persons Disabilities Act of 2016, or if there is any necessary, we can come up with the new policies and new acts also. So this is the body. And in conclusion, you can sum up like, so these are the so and so challenges that are faced by these people with disability. So we have to come up with policies, awareness campaigns, inclusive infrastructure, sensitization of people, and we can come up with some programs such that we can make our society inclusive and accessible society for these people with disability. So this is the modal answer. And now I want to show how one of our student wrote the answer for the same question, and I will be correcting here itself, so that you can understand how the correction will be happen and what are the loopholes that you have to cover, and how you have to focus on the presentation also. Okay, so this is the answer written by one of our student. So question is, persons with disabilities represent integral, so spelling itself is wrong here, so integral part of our diverse society, yet they continue to face multifaceted challenges. So this is the first part. And second one is, you have to suggest measures. So the mistakes done by the student is, he didn't identify the sub questions, how many sub questions, or he didn't identify the keyword. So first and the foremost mistake. And introduction, student wrote, according to 2011 census, in India there were around 26.8 million persons with disabilities, constituting 2.21% of India's total population. Okay, well, decent introduction. Introduction within 50 to 70 words. Yes, within the limits. And body, student used side headings. The first one is challenges faced by person with disabilities. Yes, very good side heading. So first one is limited access to education, lack of infrastructure, trained teachers are not there, study material is not available, and data. Okay, so here the student wrote in points, not in the paragraphs. And persons with disabilities often face discrimination, and there is high unemployment and underemployment rate, but there is no data. So mistake here is data. And next one is there is lack of access to specialized healthcare and rehabilitation services. Okay, good. And next one is they are facing social stigma and discrimination. So because of this, they are isolated from mainstream society. Okay. And there is inaccessibility to public spaces, lack of ramps, elevators, transportation that restrict the movement. Yes, very good. And here the second part is measures to address the challenges. And this is the presentation. Yes, well written. And this is a presentation that you can use whenever you are facing that time is going on. Okay, time is up whenever the time is limited, and whenever you are facing the word construction of words, then you can use this type of presentation. And this presentation also you will be getting good marks. So first one is inclusive education, employment opportunities, proper healthcare and rehabilitation services, awareness and sensitization of people, accessible infrastructure, providing legal protection, accessible transport facility. So this is a well written and this is a very good presentation, and you can use this type of presentation, okay, to show that you are unique to the examiner. And in conclusion, it is very important for government and civil society to address the challenges, and we can come up with policies, campaigns, infrastructure, etc. Okay, so this is the conclusion. So this is a well written answer from one of our student, and the presentation is also well. I hope you understand how to write introduction, how to address body and conclusion. So we in Rathod's IAS, we came up with daily mains answer writing course. This is the daily mains answer writing course that we launched, and this course is going to be started from 1st August. So this is the online mode, and here we are covering each and every topic from your GS, that is GS1, GS2, GS3 and GS4. On Sundays, we are also having essay and case study. So in this 1 year, so we are going to write about 27 essays and 26 case studies. And on weekdays, we will be having daily one question. On Sundays, we will be having case study and essay. So we are going to provide modal answer that you saw here. In the same way, in the same format, we are going to give the modal answer for each and every question, and even for essay and case study also. And whatever the answer you wrote, you have to send your answer in PDF format to our mail ID, so that there will be evaluation of your answer. So I think you saw the evaluation, how it is going to be done. And there is live doubt clearing session on every Sunday, and we are also providing one-to-one mentorship, because one student needs will be different when we are comparing with that of another student. So for that, one-to-one mentorship is very important. We are providing that as well. And the cost of this course is 8,200 rupees for 1 year. So try to enroll now. And if you want to enroll, you can visit website Rathod's IAS Academy. There you can sign up with your mail ID, and later on you can log in. So after login, you can click on the courses. So there you can see daily mains answer writing course with this poster, and you can click there, okay, and you can fill the details and you can do the payment there. So if you have any queries regarding this course and payment method, if you have any problem, so you can call me on this number 8074765513, and this is also WhatsApp and Telegram number. You can ping me there also. So I wish you are going to join this, especially students who are facing the problem, or if you are having doubts regarding answer writing skills, and if you are a beginner, so this course is absolutely beneficial for you. So try to join this and try to see your name in the final list of UPSC. So I wish you a very all the best for the students who are going to join this course. So by this I'm concluding. Thank you so much.